Okay, our second inductee tonight holds kind of a special place in my heart, only because I love Fonz's almost as much as he does. Ladies and gentlemen, our second inductee tonight, Mr. Fred Zuelich. Freddie.
There's a lot of funny stories I could tell you guys, but I just can't tell them up here. Because most of the guys that are in those stories are out in the audience. And girls. So anyways, part of that end of that story was my partner didn't make it because he had a flat tire. And Ronnie goes, well, please, if your partner shows.
That's louder.
Okay, be sure that you play with your partner. And I said, absolutely. George, get this goddamn tournament going. I just wanted to go as quickly as I could because that was my only chance to ever play with a guy like that. And the rest is history. And it was a lot of fun. But you know, this, to me, volleyball hasn't been a part of my life the last number of years because obviously I'm doing different things and we all move on. So the faded memory is the way I kind of remember volleyball a little bit. This is kind of cool because I'm in the Hall of Fame with an amazing amount of people that are just incredible athletes, competitors, and a lot of them are really good friends. So the honor goes beyond what I could possibly tell you. But I remember that today it'll be a little bit more indelible. You know, I'll be able to talk about volleyball a little differently than sitting around with Jimbo on the bench, Fonz's having a glass of wine, when now I can actually say, hey, I'm actually somewhere important. So it'll be different. I'll still be on Fonz's with a glass of wine, but it'll be a different story. The other part of it is, I was fortunate enough to play a lot of sports. And a lot of these sports I played competitively, you know, different sports, skiing and so on. But I had the fortune to play with a lot of the guys and girls out here off the volleyball court in some of these sports. Mingus, OB, and all these guys. And I found out that these people are the best athletes of any sport that I've ever been around. I know football players, I know baseball players, I know basketball players. Volleyball players, Karch proved it, he was almost one of the superstars one year. These are the honest-to-God best athletes I've ever been around. So the honor of being in the Hall of Fame is one thing, but these people are the best. So it does go a little bit beyond just being on the volleyball. And the other part of it is I spent a lot of time teaching volleyball with Feather and Dennis and a few of the other guys. And to me, that was the most fun because being able, not to sound corny or benevolent, but pass it on to somebody else is great. So I see these girls and these guys coming up here tonight. First of all, they're all taller than all my partners. Sorry. That's what it is. And I'm going to ask you to give them another round of applause because it's those people that are going to be the next best players on the beach. So when I was in Australia teaching volleyball and I went down there, they didn't know anything about volleyball. All they really cared about was, where's Disneyland and where's Hollywood? And I go, well, fortunately, I live right between both of them. And that's it. Volleyball was sort of and they didn't care. And it was soccer and other things. But we got the volleyball started on the beaches in Australia, both on the West Coast and East Coast. And Matt had gone down with me the second time. That and the volleyball clinics that we taught, we went to Colorado, Vail, Aspen, and on the beach in San Diego. That really is what I remember a lot. The games are great. It took 15 years of your life away. Probably be married and have kids if it wasn't for volleyball, but that's another story. For those of those always say, why aren't you married? Well, whatever. But honestly, I'm just going to come up whether I brought it up or not. So, but I mean that, honestly, it was the teaching of the volleyball that is some of the more memories, besides the people that I met, the great competitors I met, and most of these people are great friends. I see them today. I guess if you're a volleyball player and you don't play anymore, you become a real estate agent. So I guess that's what we all do now. That's all I got to say. I really appreciate it. It is an honor. I'm not making light of it. It's just a little bit overwhelming sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Freddie Zuelich, Dennis Hare, and George Stepanoff.